So we're going to start with our pranayama, which is Kapalabhati. So our shining skull. So we're making sure that we pay attention to the exhale only, and the inhale takes care of itself. So you need to sit tall so you've got enough expanse of your lungs, and you'll really feel just beneath your ribs that the diaphragm is really starting to heat up as you work that, but keep the shoulders relaxed. And firstly, a few grounding breaths. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Just drawing your attention inwards for a few breaths. And then for Kapalabhati, you'll need to inhale completely, and then you exhale completely. Then it's a half inhale. And then we're going to do 3 rounds of 10 pumps. And you'll pause in between, let the exhale come. And then take an inhale and exhale halfway in, and then the next set. So three rounds. So all starting with the next inhale, exhale, halfway, pump. Inhale, exhale, halfway, pump. Inhale, exhale, halfway, pump. And then just sit for a few moments, just drawing your attention to your skull. You may feel a little lightheaded, so letting the breath regulate. And then lowering your head, blinking your eyes open. And then we're going to come immediately to stand for our half salutes. So if you've got any bags or coats, phones, whatever, if you can put them to the back of the room. Okay. Okay, standing in mountain. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, and then exhale, hands to heart, stand in mountain. So we're going to do 2 rounds of sun salute A, and then we're going to do 2 rounds of sun salute B. So from the front of your mat in mountain, inhale, palms to touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga, step back. Lowering to the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale to come forward to halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Then inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands up. And then exhale to standing mountain. So 2 rounds of Sun Salute B. So this is with chair pose, Utkatasana and warrior 1. Yeah, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Standing in mountain, inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot between your hands, come up into warrior 1. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot between your hands, warrior 1. Got to be quick. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale to come forward, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Bend your knees, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. And then with the same breath, you squeeze your thighs standing up, palms to touch. Exhale to standing mountain. So round 2, Surya Namaskar B. Inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, warrior 1, right side. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, warrior 1, left side. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take 3 breaths. So this is when this is your resting pose. So steady the breath, yogic breath. And then inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Then squeeze your thighs to stand. Exhale to Tadasana, mountain. Steady your breath. Come down onto your hands and knees. So bird dog, you can have your toes tucked under or flat of the feet down, but we're going to balance, take the left heel back, right arm, turn the palm inwards, lift through the back of the head so your head is in line with your shoulders. And we're taking 3 breaths here, so another breath. And then exhale, change to the other side, inhale. So steady the breath, draw in through the core, and remembering the bandhas, Mula Bandha, root lock, Uddiyana Bandha, solar plexus, navel to spine. Exhale, change. This time you're going to come into bear pose. So toes are tucked under. You're in tabletop and you're going to lift both knees so they hover an inch off the mat. So feel as if you're hugging forearms towards each other, hugging your shins towards each other, and draw in through the bandhas. And then exhale, release your knees down. Again, bird dog, left leg back, right arm forward, 3 breaths. Exhale, change to the other side. And remembering the Ujjayi breath as you move, so steadying, but so you can hear that audible sound in your own ears. And then on 3, exhale. Tuck your toes under, inhale, coming to bear again, hovering the knees, but rounding out through the shoulder blades, drawing in through the bandhas. And then exhale, bring your knees down. Going to come to sit on your right side. We're going to come into a modified side plank. So have your right forearm in front of you and have your right elbow not directly under the shoulder. You want to take it slightly forward. Your left hand can be in front of you to stabilize, and we're going to then straighten the right leg and bring the left foot as your kickstand. Flex the right ankle, so at the right ankle, so you're pressing down through the outside edge of that bottom leg and foot. And then you can keep the left hand in front of you, or you can reach up and you're going to squeeze the outer hip on the right leg and pause for a breath. And then exhale, hover off the mat. So lower the hip down and then squeeze back up and hover. So you're trying to just hold the pose for 1 breath and then kiss the mat again, 1 more. And then exhale, lower down, roll into Sphinx, lying on your front, elbows under shoulders, and then drawing the energy of the elbows back as you draw your chest between your arms. So feel the lighting up of the lengthening of the front body, the toning of the back body. Remember your bandhas, squeeze the pelvic floor. Exhale, set up for locust. So arms behind you with the palms facing up. Bring the inside edge of your feet together. Inhale, lift into locust. You're going to hold for 3 breaths. Ujjayi. And then on the 3rd breath, exhale to Sphinx. And then on the next inhale, you're going to turn onto the left side for side plank, supported side plank. So again, straighten the left leg and flex at the ankle. Right foot comes in front of you. So you want the right foot somewhere between the knee and the hip, not below the knee. You want to try, it's meant to be a support. So you can roll a little forward to help with that right foot. And then inhale, press through the outside edge of the left foot, lift your hips up, reach the top hand, take 1 whole breath. And then the next exhale, you'll lower the hip down to kiss the mat and then squeeze the outer hip to lift up. Take another breath. Keep the shoulders nice and strong. So you want to, don't let yourself sink into the neck. The last dip, lift up. And then exhale, lower down. Come to sit on your bottom with your legs out in front of you. And take your towel roll. And you want to roll your towel roll lengthways, so it's long, so as wide as it can be. So We can do some calf work. And if you don't have a towel roll, then roll your mat up halfway. So towel roll across. He doesn't have a, you don't have, so roll your mat, but halfway. So you can use that instead of a towel roll. So you'll just roll it to halfway like that. So we're going to use this for our calves. So everyone stand up. Whether it's mat or towel roll, it's firstly, put the balls of your feet on your towel roll. So can you roll your, no, because we're gonna squat on it as well. So you need to roll your mat up. So, and then you want to, rather than bending in the hips and leaning, you want to use your glutes, gently press your hips forward, draw up through your kneecaps and lean forward. So your hands can be at hips. So just a gentle stretch feeling. So you need to squeeze your kneecaps, press your hips forward. And then you're going to step the right foot over and bend the knee. Keep the left foot where it is and push down through the heel. And then step back, change to the other side. So how far you step depends on how tight your calves are. So you might need to be just a bit closer in to feel into it, to be able to bend the front knee. That's your support, so you can lean, push down through the back heel. So try and turn your heel so it's in line with your toes, so it's not, you're not at an angle like a warrior one. Okay. And then step back. Then we're going to bring balls of the feet in front, take your feet wide. So toes are turned out, heels are up on the roll, and then you're going to come into a squat, so knees go wide. So if you can only come part way, one is, you know, you can sit on your block, or you can hover, but it's harder to hold. You want to try and sink the hips, so careful with knees, but this is meant to be helpful. If you're all the way down, you'll press into it, the arms into thighs, and then draw the palms to your chest and try and sit up tall. So again, this is all process. And if you feel you're hypermobile, you can squeeze legs into your arms and resist with your arms. So you feel the double action. So you're firing the thighs up, which means you need to back off a bit. Okay. And then exhale, bring your hands down, come up, bring your feet parallel, keep your heels on the block, and you're going to come into chair pose. Sit down, draw the knees back a little, bring your arms forward and up. So draw the knees back and making sure we're strong through the core. Have your thighs parallel as if you were squeezing a block. So your knees track. So have your feet straight. Everybody, heels and knees should be tracking. Heels, toes and knees should be all tracking in the same direction. So we're trying to work inner thighs and outer thighs. Sit down a little deeper. And then inhale to stand. Step off. Take that away. Come to the front of the mat. So chair pose now, normal chair pose, heels down, bringing the arms forward and up, gaze drishti between your thumbs. And seeing the difference, if you rock your weight forward, you'll feel your calves more. Take weight back a little so you're more in your heels. Sit down. Inhale, stand, take your block. Bring the block between your shins. Lower shins, bottom of the leg, yeah. So you're hugging in, turn your feet, your heels out slightly so your feet are parallel. And it doesn't overly matter. Like sometimes your anatomy means that it's very difficult for people to have their feet parallel, but you can, if you feel you can hug in a little better with your feet parallel, go for it. Then you're going to sit down, bring your hands to your heart, keep squeezing the block. So you're in chair pose, but we're not worrying about the arms. Sit down a little deeper, take your knees back a little, hug the block, and then come up slightly. You're then going to come onto the balls of your feet and squeeze the block. It doesn't matter if you wobble, that's all good. And then lower your heels down, remove the block. We can do this again, but without the block, but it's the same action. You want to feel as if you're drawing the shins towards each other. Bring your hands to your heart. Sit down, take the knees back slightly. I don't know where I was going with my arms then. They just sit down, hug the block, the imaginary block, and feel your banders. So as you try to draw the shins in, you should feel the pelvic floor wants to go. Squeeze, squeeze your core. Inhale to stand. Come back to the front of the mat. Okay. Exhale, you're going to bend your knees, bring your tummy to your thighs, wrap 2 fingers and a thumb around each big toe. And then elbows go wide, relax your head down. Inhale, lift your hips. So you're trying to feel into the calves and hamstrings. Use your breath. Inhale, straight arms, straight legs. Doesn't matter if they won't go all the way straight, but just feeling into the back of the legs. And then exhale, bend your knees slightly, release your hands to your hips. Coming up to stand. Okay, one last little before we do our little sequence. Step back to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Straight up and back. Then bend the right knee, roll the knee up to the ceiling, stack the hips. Lower the left heel, so feel that stretch in the left calf. And then inhale, roll the right knee round, come all the way forward into lizard. So right foot to the outside of the right hand. Hug the knee in first with the toes forward. You're on the ball of the back foot, hugging that knee in, and then turn the ball of the right foot off the mat. And then we're going to take the left hand slightly forward to the top left of the mat. If you need to drop the back knee, drop the back knee. Otherwise, we're going to, this is called the greatest stretch. So keep pushing yourself forward, draw in through your core. Inhale, right arm goes up. And then exhale, loop that right up all the way under. Inhale, back up. Feel into the twist, draw in through the banders. Exhale, loop. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, palms down, step back to down dog. And then the other side. Inhale, left foot forward to lizard. Keep the left toes pointing straight forward to start with. Hug the knee into the shoulder as you sink your hips into lizard. And then turn the ball of the foot off the mat. Bring the right hand slightly forward. Inhale, twist the left arm all the way up. And exhale, loop the right hand through. So feel that rotation through the chest, the spine. Engage the bandhas, use the breath. Last one. And then come into down dog and come into child's pose. Okay. Now sitting up, bring your block ready for your half moon to the top right of your mat. And then come to stand. So we're going to do our sequence, but we're going to take each step is 3 breaths. So it's slightly longer hold. So we need to keep integrity of each pose and when you move between them. Okay. So inhale and exhale in mountain, just get steady. Inhale, palms to touch. And then we're going to exhale, go to runner's lunge. So fingertips down, take the right foot back. Runner's lunge for 3 breaths. So 2 more. Then exhale, right knee down. Flatten the foot, come up into low lunge en genet. So bring the arms up, sink the hips. Turn your gaze up. But draw in, knit the ribs, draw in through the bandhas. And then exhale, we're going to lean forward. So have the elbows go wide, draw in through your core, lean forward and twist. But we're just going to pause. So right elbow over left thigh. Keep the breath steady. And then inhale, come back to center. You're going to tuck the right toes under. Exhale here, inhale, high lunge. So separate the feet so you're on train tracks. Draw in through your core, chest over shoulders, bring the arms up. Reach up, 3 breaths. And then exhale, bring the right palm down. Draw in through your core, twist the left arm up, reach through the fingertips, press to the back of the head, so don't let the head dangle. We want the head in line with the spine, turn the gaze up. And then inhale to high lunge, hands to heart. And then exhale, warrior 2. So arms go wide. Keep your drishti, draw in through your core. Then inhale, Trikonasana triangle. Squeeze the kneecaps. And then as you exhale, tip. Turn the gaze up, soften shoulders away from ears. And then inhale, coming up. Where should I go from there? Oh, it's to half moon. Oh, no. Sorry. So coming out of triangle, turn onto the ball of the back foot, draw in through your core, reach for your block. Come up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So wait till the last minute to bring the top arm up, because that can throw you off balance. Did I have, oh, it said it's on the right side, I had it the wrong side. Left hand. One more breath. And then exhale to triangle, Trikonasana. We'll go one more tip. And then inhale, coming up for pyramid. So that the left foot stays forward, you step the right foot closer, feet hip distance apart, hips level, and then choose your arms. So whether it's fists or palms together, draw in through the kneecaps and exhale, hinging forward. You can come to halfway and stay there, or if you can, you'll keep folding, but keep those right hips, the right hip rolling forward, left thigh drawing back. And then exhale, palms down, take a vinyasa. And wait in down dog when you get there. Okay, from down dog, inhale, step the left foot forward, right foot forward into runner's lunge. 3 breaths. So on your runner's lunge, you're on the ball of the back foot, that's it. And then exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, drop the back knee down, bring the arms up. Sink your hips, but draw the tailbone down slightly, feel that lengthening through the front of the left hip. Steady your breath. Oh yeah, sorry. Then palms together, lean forward in your low lunge and twist over to the right. Then inhale, draw hands back to center, tuck the back toes under, come up into high lunge. Bring your arms up, turn your gaze up. And then exhale, left palm down, twist the right arm up. And then hands to heart. Inhale, come to high lunge. Well done, everyone. And then exhale, drop the left heel down into warrior 2. Okay, then inhale, Trikonasana, triangle, draw the straight leg, front leg straight. Exhale into triangle. So roll that right buttock under slightly, so you're pressing the hips. Inhale, coming back up, bring your hands to your heart, come onto the ball of the back foot, and then step forward into pyramid. Oh no, sorry, that's after. Sorry. Ardha Chandrasana. So you're going to come into pyramid, half moon. So right hand down to the block. And then external rotation of that left thigh. That's it. I'm going to just use so here. That's it. And flex the foot. Yeah, so the leg's nice and strong. That's it. And then exhale, bring the foot down for pyramid. So feet on train tracks. Find where the palms or fists Hips level to the front of the mat, straight legs, exhale, fold to halfway or all the way. Remember your bandhas. And then inhale, coming up. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Well done. So now we're going to do the same, but this time we're going to do one breath. So we're going to flow, and then we're going to cool it down. So we started with the block to the left. Actually, I need to start the other, anyway. Okay, so standing in mountain, inhale, palms to touch, and then exhale to runner's lunge, right foot goes back. Inhale, low lunge, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, revolve, so lean forward and twist. Inhale, hands back to heart, tuck the right toes under. Exhale, come into high lunge. Inhale, right palm down. Left arm up. Then exhale, palms down. Oh, I can't remember where I'm going. Where am I going? Straighten back. Oh yeah, sorry. Straighten the back. No, we've done that. Oh yeah, sorry. High lunge, sorry. Drop the back heel, warrior two. Inhale, triangle, trikonasana. Exhale. Inhale, I've lost my, half moon. So bend the front knee, hand to the block, coming up into half moon. And then exhale, stepping back into triangle. And fold. You're in triangle, tip rather, triangle. We had to add extra triangle at the end, tip. Inhale, coming up. You're going to then step forward for pyramid. Exhale. Inhale, come back up. And then take a vinyasa. We're going to go for the other side. Or you don't have to take the vinyasa, you can just wait at the front of the mat. Okay. Move your block to the other side of the mat. Inhale, palms to touch. Help me out here if I forget. Exhale, runner's lunge. Take the left foot back. Inhale and exhale to low lunge. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lean forward and twist. Exhale, back to center. And then inhale, oh no, tuck the back toes under, come up into high lunge. Bring the arms up. Then exhale, left palm down, twist the right arm up. Inhale here, and then exhale, fingers down, drop the left heel down, come up into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, trikonasana, triangle. Inhale, high half moon. So step forward, lift into Ardha Chandrasana. We'll give you an extra breath here to get into it. Exhale to triangle, trikonasana. Oops. And tip. Inhale, back up. Bring your hands to wherever they're going for pyramid. Step the feet forward, inhale, exhale, fold. And then inhale to stand. Exhale, mountain. Well done. Sorry about the old lady memory. Right, come down to sit. And lie back, knock your knees together. Just bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your tummy. Just rest. Let this breath settle. And then hug your knees into your chest. Just a little rock there. And then come into lying down butterfly. So drop your feet, bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees roll out. Bring your hands to the top of your thighs. And just draw the tailbone, tuck the tailbone towards your heels slightly. Just get longer on the lower back. Okay, then bring your hands to the outside of your thighs, bring your knees together. And then you're going to bring your arms down by your side, press the palms down. Inhale, lift your feet up, so straight legs. And then flex at the ankles, so you're stamping on the ceiling. And then draw your navel in, draw the pelvic floor, so Uddiyana and Mula Bandha. And then you're going to try and pulse your hips off the floor. So you're doing little, lifting the heels up. Deep core muscles, just little presses up. And then bend your knees, drop your feet down. Then you're going to bring your knees parallel with your hips. Lift your shins, bring your hands on top of your knees. And then press down and resist with your knees. So this is our SI joint stretch. So we feel the spread of your pelvis on the mat. And then relax, hug your knees in, keep your head and shoulders on the mat. We can do that 3 times. So again, push your knees away from you so they're over your hips. And then knees are parallel. And then press down and resist. So. And then exhale and hug your knees in. And then last time. So it's pulling the knees down rather than pushing them away from you. So that's a slightly different exercise. So bring your hands on top of your knees and press down. So you feel your pelvis spread a little rather than the one where we're pushing away. That's deep core. It's kind of similar, but this is more like a structural thing. And then exhale, hug your knees in. So this is more about the SI joint, a little like little bony locks. They click together on either side of your hips. So this is helping them to loosen, spread a little. And then drop your feet down. And come to sit. Okay, the pain isn't over yet. So coming to down dog. And we're going to do our down dog ripples. So that's when you come up on your toes, draw in through your banders, hips go as high as you can, and then you're going to ripple forward, press between the shoulder blades, and head comes up. So you're in high plank. And then reverse, push the floor away with your palms, doming out between the shoulder blades, hips come high, and then as your heels draw down, your tailbone goes up. So 3 times rippling backwards and forwards. So really feel the articulation of the spine, but hugging in with the shins and the forearms. And then when you come forward for the 3rd time, stay in high plank. And then we're going to do, as we were doing in bird dog, in tabletop before, you're going to balance. So reach the right arm forward and the left heel back. So if you need to do it in tabletop, just drop your knees. But otherwise, you're in high plank, so shoulders over wrists, hips are down. And then exhale, change to the other side. Use your breath. Exhale. And once more each side. So you'll follow your own breath. Take a couple of breaths in each. Okay. And then sit back in child's pose. Okay, then slowly come to sit. Take your towel roll and place it down your mat. And depending on how long it is, you might need to have, so you want it to go from your lower back all the way up between your spine. And if it doesn't reach your neck or your head, you can use your block to rest your head on. So we want to feel that the towel roll is pressing your chest open, and you can drop your elbows. If anybody needs to borrow mine. Anyone need? No. So using now just a soft breath. Every exhale, let the body relax. And then slowly coming to sit. You're going to move your towel roll or your block so it's under your hips for legs up the wall pose. So you want to have it near enough to your tailbone so that it tilts your pelvis enough that you don't have to hold your legs up. They'll just balance there. And then just rest your arms out to the side with the palms facing up. And then bending your knees, bring your feet down. Lift your hips and remove your prop. And then come in to thread the needle. So crossing one ankle across the opposite knee. And then drawing that thigh towards you, stretching out the hip. And then change sides. And then releasing. Put your warm things on for Shavasana.